No matter who you are or where you live, there are many in your community who may be suffering from a stimulant use disorder. It might even be a family member. By knowing how to support them along their path to recovery, you can make a difference.
One of the things that parents will often ask is, what do I do if I suspect that my child be using methamphetamine or other stimulants? And how do I deal with that? How do I approach it? One of the recommendations that I always have for families is to keep track of what your concerns are. You want to write down your observations in a safe spot and kind of look at it over time. In any event, if you see signs that you feel are concerning in your child, being able to kind of think about those, track them over time, and then talk to other family members who are trusted.
As you observe and gather your thoughts about your loved one, seek advice from your pastor, your primary physician, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or a local drug counselor. You can also find helpful information about how to address substance use from online resources like the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, the American Academy of Addiction Psychiatry, and the Opioid Response Network.
It's so important for family to get educated on the effects of the family that the drug using is causing. You can go to, Al-Anon meetings where there's family members who are dealing with someone who's an addict. Educate yourself on NA, AA. Go to the CDC website.
Once you've gathered your thoughts and are better prepared, begin a dialogue with your friend or family member at an appropriate time and place.
You're going to do this where you can sit quietly with your child and have privacy and be able to talk to them and have a dialogue. You have to do this in a way that your child's going to be able to receive it. Choosing a moment to talk about it when you're really at peak anger is probably not a good idea.
If someone is battling an addiction and you want to help that person, coming on that person saying, get off of drugs, go to treatment, get your life right. That's going to push that person further away. It's about building a rapport with that person. Because when you build a rapport with that person, they're going to be more open to you coming in and trying to help them.
But if you understand how they're feeling and you expressed a curiosity that is kind and non-judgmental about how they're feeling, they're more likely to open up to you and more likely to at least walk away with a feeling that, I'm cared for, I'm loved, and maybe that in the end contributes to them eventually becoming ready to seek treatment.
If you have someone positive that's not enabling you, but is positive and is there to provide support through your substance use trajectory, it's really important. It's one of the key indicators of treatment success.
Because once I knew that somebody was all for me, they weren't going to judge me, they weren't going to look down on me, but they were for me, that's when the healing process actually started.
For more information about stimulant use disorders and resources for support and recovery, visit empoweredtoserve.org/stimulant use disorder.